Matt Bernie here taking a look at the Woodbine play of the day for Wednesday, August the 1st. Race number 6, 6.5 furlongs on the Tapeta surface. These are non-winners of one other than fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Usually I don't like to give out a favorite or a horse that's going to be a short price. But similar to what I did last week, occasionally there are instances where there's a favorite that makes a lot of sense and looks really tough on paper. And I think we should highlight because that could really be sort of the linchpin, the piece that you build all of your multi-race wagers around. And I think we've got an instance like that here. The number 6 horse, Veil. She's 8-5 on the morning line for Catherine Day Phillips. Eurico Rosa da Silva has the mount. Most recently finally broke through the maiden special weight rank. She's a 5-year-old mare, so she got a little bit of a late start, but she came through and she got the job done with the 73 buyer. First things first, let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector. You can see the 6 horse is out there all by her lonesome, and when you see that blue bar, that's usually a good thing, favoring horses on or near the early lead. Now, the interesting thing about Veil, she doesn't own the highest last out buyer in the field. That belongs to the number 7 horse, San Nicola Storm. I think this is an interesting horse we'll talk about a little bit more momentarily, but back to Veil. The interesting thing, this is a very, very loose sort of translation between the Timeform US ratings and the buyer speed figures. Roughly, you can throw out maybe about a 20-point differential between the buyer and the Timeform US rating. The Timeform US rating is going to be roughly, very roughly, 20 points higher than the buyer. The interesting thing about the most recent start for Veil, she only earned a 73, and in her 2 subsequent starts, she earned 72 buyers. From a Timeform standpoint, in those 2 subsequent starts, she earned 93 and 91 Timeform US ratings, the raw numbers, not incorporating the pace. The interesting thing about the most recent start, she earned a 107. So in theory, if you want to use that sort of 20-point loose translation, take 20 off of that 107, you're looking at a giant number as far as a buyer is concerned. That's a significant bump from the 73. That would put her into the mid-80 range. I think Veil is going to be very, very tough to run down in here. To me, she is the kind of horse that you can build all your multi-race wagers around. But also, if you're looking to play this race individually, I think you key her on top and you can just punch a cold exacta and use that 7 horse, San Nicola Storm, who also has a little bit of tactical speed, comes into this race in good form, most recently a winner over another common foe in this spot here. The distance isn't a problem, second off the bench for these connections. I think this one makes a lot of sense as well. But the pick for me is going to be the 6th Veil. I think that's the one you build all your multis around. And if you want to play an exacta, use the 7 horse, San Nicola Storm, to run second in the 6th at Woodbine on Wednesday, the Woodbine play of the day for August the 1st. Again, the number 6 horse, Veil, that's where I'm going to go. Maybe she's one that you can build things around. Scheduled post time for race number 6 on the 1st of August up at Woodbine is 9:19 Eastern. Best of luck.